The Las Vegas of Britain. Don't laugh. Blackpool takes a lot of flack and is in trouble. But any town with a water park and a casino in the same building is surely worth saving. And that's why you and me have come here, to save it, with wisdom. But don't worry, I'll rattle through it quickly, because if you wanted to hear about Blackpool, you'd be living in the 70s. If you're from the south, you may have heard words like Manchester, Liverpool, Bolton, Leeds and Sheffield. Well, they're actually real places. And all of the residents come to Blackpool for their holidays. They absolutely love it, or at least they're supposed to. I was having a gay old time. Quite literally, while I was wandering about, before I knew it, I was amongst Blackpool's many gay bars. There is quite a big scene here. I am an ally, but I don't know why the community is drawn to the ocean. They do love a seaside town. Maybe someone else can answer that. I rode on something called a tram. If you're from the home counties, they're like little tiny oh, don't worry, you will never get on one. There isn't just one pier, but 3 of the bastards. Don't worry, I know you all don't like seeing piers, but they are there if you want them. You can still ride donkeys on the beach, and there are horses and carriages everywhere. From an animal welfare point of view, I have no idea, although they did look happier than the horses at the pyramids. I was too busy being shocked at how quiet the town was. This was August, the middle of the school holidays, and the weather was okay, and there was hardly anyone here. I've just had a chat with the beach patrol, which is a job I could definitely do, and apparently during heat waves it does still get quite busy. Everybody in the northwest takes a break from coal mining and building steam engines and comes over here to smoke on the beach, which is a good thing to hear. I was really excited to go up the tower, but the lift was broken and they wouldn't let me climb up the outside. When it was built, it was the tallest man-made structure in the British Empire. It's absolutely fascinating, and I'll give it its own post, whether in this life or the next. There are the usual tourist attractions which work in other towns, but the only truly busy spot was McDonald's. And here's the problem. Wisdom alert. Blackpool does attract tourists through the year, but not the right ones. Not overseas tourists. They are the ones who really spend money. Talk to Salisbury, York, Stratford, Bath and the Lake District. You need the Chinese, the Americans and those precious Middle Easterners if you really want the money flowing in. And my goodness, does Blackpool need the money flowing in. Blair used to talk about building an American-style super casino and resort up here, but it was all bull. Okay, let's get serious for a minute. Blackpool has all of the seafront and the touristy stuff that you know and love, but you won't come to. And behind that is a town of about 140,000 people, most of which is just a normal town, but some of which is the most deprived area in the whole country. I'm not going to start roaming around their residential streets, but I will explain it on voiceover. A lot of the work here is seasonal, and there are so many hotels, bars and restaurants, but it's barely ever busy enough to fill them. This is the same for lots of seaside towns, but because Blackpool was the biggest and the best, it's fallen the hardest. In a desperate attempt to lighten the mood, I went to the model village, where I ended up walking around with a children's activity sheet on my own for 45 minutes in what is probably the lowest moment ever in filming these posts. I'm happy to report that the model village has a prison, a proper prison, not an ornamental prison, a prison like we should be building, eh? Hey, comrades. The Pleasure Beach is fun, so it's getting its own post, so follow, like and comment for that, please. What's the plan for Blackpool? Well, it does need saving. Maybe MGM and Caesars are needed. It is still fun, but there needs to be work, and marketing needs to get going in China and Saudi. Just don't mention the gay bars to them. Blackpool has 3 Wetherspoons, 3 branches of the LIDL, 3 branches of Audi, and 4 Icelands.